That's I was 4 minutes late on Sunday, so it's an improvement. Alrighty. I always want to be 1 minute late. Alrighty. Welcome in anybody that's here or everyone that's here. I could be 20 minutes late. Hey, Reg, I could be 20 minutes late to this, and there'd be only one or two people that would notice. Um, okay, so today I'm doing another one of my shows where I am trying to clean up my mess here. I'm going to show individual or small lots of paper, and $2 starts. If they sell, they sell. If they don't, and somebody wants me to put it in a box, I have 4 boxes A, B, C, D in the auction tab. Somebody wants me to make them a box, I will throw them in the box, and then I will, at the end of the show, I will auction the whole box. Um, Southern girl, thank you for or Southern gal, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful show and made lots of money and met new friends and thoroughly enjoyed yourself. I don't know what you were selling, but books. Oh, well, I hope you had fun. So we're just getting started. Welcome in. I don't do gibbies because I'm not a gibby person and poor, and I don't have any stickers. Explain again. I'm gonna show little lots of stuff. Like we'll do one for an example. Here's 4 new old stock Chautauqua made grape juice labels. They went on grape juice bottles. We'll run those for short auctions and just do 7 seconds. And like so. And if they sell, they sell. And if they don't sell, I'm either going to shred them or I'll put them in a box A through D. And then at the end of the auction, I will, about 10 minutes left, I'll auction those boxes. And shipping is capped at $9.21 no matter how much you buy. Okay, see, this is what happens if nobody picks. There was actually 5 in that lot. So 4 are going to go in C because Bishy picked C. And that's my shredder. I know. There was 5. So look, here's all 4. That was a different one. So 4 are going in lot C. So if you want a bunch of crap for very little money, Bishy got a stack that was several inches thick last week for $3, I think, at the end. Lubrication for the sheets. Do you have the big easy button at work? All right, let's go. They're rusty in there. You got a mother and father card. Oh, look, there's a postcard with dogs that are dressed like humans. That makes it funny. And here's a postcard, copyright 1908. Which postcard? I don't. I order my envelopes from Staples. I think that's about all I get from Staples. And look, here's a sketch of some dude dated 1936. Throwing that in. There's a heavy looking guy and his wood paneling, and two ladies dancing together, and a woman with flowers with rocks in the background. So that's the lot. Everyone knows. I will be selling on Sunday morning. I added a few auctions. I'll have some. I'll do a scan show for a couple hours, and Dishy says B. Oh, but she's apparently you're the only one that's going to participate. All right, these are in. These are all kind of the same. They have a gold frame around the postcard. These are in sleeves. Postmark 1912. So some little kids feeding ducks or something. There's one by the river. Bishy, we saw the baby foxes last night on our way home again. That was pretty cool. It was there was one that was dragging a bass about as big as it was across the road. Well, there's a double by the river. Winter in the forest. And spring sports. I don't know what sport that is that they're playing, but and there's a running. I we haven't seen a mother yet. I don't know if the mother got killed or something or what, but I don't. I think somebody must be feeding them fish. They it was a big bass. It was about the bass was about half eaten, but it looked like somebody had gutted it. Thank you, one. Those are yours. I tried to get a video of it, but my phone doesn't work very well in the night. Last night we saw four, I think. We've seen as many as six. Was the most we've seen at one in one night. We did not see a baby bobcat. The one week we saw like six baby foxes and a baby bobcat. That's a Tux. Washington, the Battle of Princeton. Here we've got a mission at Santa Barbara postcard. That's going in. Here's a vintage birthday card. And here's another vintage birthday card. It's Goldilocks. No, we live in the middle of freaking nowhere. And here is a menu for some Dutch cruise ship, it looks like. And we'll throw in a Budweiser coaster. Those are running. I think we counted 9 porcupines on the way home last night. Thank you, little Moss Road. That is yours. No baby raccoon or porcupines. We also saw one raccoon and a possum that I thought was a kitty, and we pulled down a dirt road to see what the eyes were. And I said, "Oh, it's a kitty." And then the more I looked at it, the more I realized it was not a kitty. This is pretty nice. 1931. It looked like a cute kitty at first, and then my eyes focused, and it's like, that's an ugly kitty. So nice Jello advertising book from the 30s. Nice condition on that. That ought to be worth $2. And that's running. And if nobody wants that, I'll save that for the buy now. We'll stick that in the buy now. That's about mint condition. Here is a best motel from Fairmont, Nebraska. Little advertising memo book. We'll add that. And there's a Mother's Day card. Looks like it's probably from the 20s or 30s. Old Christmas card. Look, somebody wanted $6 for that. $6. That was back when America was great. 1926 to Father on Mother's Day card. And we'll add a couple photos. Thank you for the raid, BB. I hope you had a wonderful show. Hope you sold lots of paper, made lots of money, had an enjoyable time. Everybody give BB a follow. Apparently, there's a deer and a person in that. Somebody circled them. There's a couple. If you just joined in that raid, what I'm doing is doing singles and little lots of paper. $2 starts, shipping's capped at 921. If stuff doesn't sell, I have 4 boxes A through D in the auction tab. And if you want to request a box, you can make a box and I'll auction those off near the end of the show. So those are running. You get that whole lot, and I'll add a couple more snapshots as it runs. And I'll throw a couple more in there. Thank you, Little Moss Road. Hey, Don. Is BB related to BB? He's a little BB. I wondered. I honestly hadn't seen them before, um, but I did notice they were selling. Annie doesn't seem. Was Annie on earlier? I'm worried. She's usually on Wednesdays. Yeah, and I'll show them this week at the end. About 10 minutes before 6, I'll run the lots of what didn't sell, and then we'll raid into Cat's Dance Mom. She's doing military ephemera tonight. Are they playing some sort of board game? Somebody's house. This is dated 1941 in the back. I will have some ephemera in my auction on Sunday. I think there's a little bit listed. There's a World War II photo. That's the guy's in his military uniform. It's kind of a neat picture. Lady on a swing with killer pair of gloves. Nothing, not identified. Some dudes in a rowboat on a canal. Says Lake Forest 1929 in the back. Some neat photos in there. And there's a couple. And I'm going to run that. Maybe I'll add some to it if I add a few more. Nice hat. Don't miss a hat. So if anybody wants these in a box A through D, put it in the chat. Bishy's the only one that wants to participate in that, but anybody can if you want to make yourself up a box. I'll take the first one. Bishy was first, but since most people are new here, I'm gonna split those up just at random between A and B, but I'll show those at the end. You said C. I didn't see you said C. You're not allowed to buy them. You're the same address I am. That would be considered shill bidding, apparently. All right, there's some snapshots. There's some snapshots of a mine and a bridge. Oh, and the horizon. Oh, there's a souvenir folder from Philadelphia. I'll save that out. Dawn. Adirondack Mountains in New York folder. Add that to that. There's a Grand Canyon folder. I'm not going to open these up, but they're full. 1923 is the postmark on that. We've got the fold outs or the postcards inside. There's one from Lexington, Kentucky. And there's a few chromes. The Kinzu Dam. So we'll run that. Maybe a picture of a bridge to it. And there's a nice little miniature folder from Mount Vernon. This she says C. All right, those are going in C. Rag, did you get your shipping done? I'm gonna I'm gonna flip through everything that is in this one tray beside me. 'Cause it's in my way and it looks like a bunch of crap. But maybe there'll be something neat. So I'm gonna lay it there. It's gonna be a decent sized lot of stuff. Maybe craft with it, or maybe you could shred it. I don't know. There's a fox print, some sort of Victorian trade card. It's like there's three San whatever hotel envelopes. Yeah, I've got so much crap out around here. Luray Caverns brochure. I keep thinking I'm gonna have shows and sell a bunch of stuff and list a bunch of stuff, and I don't. Here's a Savage Gun catalog order form. There's some newspaper clippings. Rag, I've had this shit sitting around here since last year, and it's just in piles, and it it doesn't go away. Then I just add to it. So I need to, I don't know, make Bishy buy the boxes at the end. I don't know what that is. There's an old handwritten receipt or something. Looks like it's dated 1858 or something. I don't know. There's some B&W coupons. Just a little trade card type thing. There's a Huckleberry Hound TrueView film card. Christmas card. Oh, look at this. There's one of those ice cream spoons. See, there's some paper clips. Rules of pouring. It's a dog obedience show ribbon. Cat card. A bird card. Some stamps and more newspaper clippings. Here, there's a whole pile of something. I don't know what that is. There's a bobcat and a card and somebody's driver's license from 1950. And there's one from 1955. Some snapshots. More crap. So that's running. Now that box is empty. That's going in A. I'm gonna shred. I want to shred something here. Okay, that's going in A. There's a couple of things that are going in A. There's an Easter postcard. I don't know. Early 1900s. Some sort of marriage invitation, a wedding invitation. Postcards of dogs and cats. Oh, that's chrome postcard. Oh, look at that. There's a Hitler postcard. Kind of rough. I'll run those. Somebody might want the Hitler postcard. But you get that whole little pile. Thank you, Snoopy Lover. All right, looks like some more chrome postcards. That's a lighthouse. Niagara Falls. Westfield, New York. Another lighthouse. Retro Holiday Inn from Ligonier. There's an advertising mailer for Rod McEwen concert in 1975. Some more chromes and continentals. Oh, look at this one. This has the Pope in it. It's like see through. Yeah, here. There's a photo of a church. It's an Expo sticker. Couple baseball cards. I didn't remember putting this crap up there. Some more Dunruss puzzle things. Here's somebody's registration or something for the. Oh, there's a junior driver's license from 2003. There's a novelty wooden postcard. So that's going in. Oh, there's a Lego man. It's just a photo. Greeting card. Cracker Barrel postcard. Moonshine Still postcard. And I'm going to run it. And we'll add a few things to it. Some more postcards and greeting cards. A Long John Silver card. Nobody wants it. Bishy says D. Stick all that crap in D. Oh, Bragg, I need an industrial shredder for that. Heck of a lot. There's a puppy postcard, bunch of photos, the photo of a covered bridge, photo of kids, photo of a car, photo of a dude, some chrome postcards. What's this? Vocation. Oh, vacation. Bible school certificate. Oh, this would have been the funnest Bible school ever. 1951. You didn't even get a real certificate. They had a handmade certificate. Lame. So some more postcards, some more photos, a prayer card or something from 1963. There's a couple laminated ones. The Holy Stairs book. Couple prayer to Saint Joseph at Joseph Shrine in Derby, New York, in the 1950s. Couple of those cards. Couple of religious postcards. Souvenir folder of the sunny South, the land of King Cotton. All the cards are in there, feels like. And there's one from 1924, famous Indian chiefs. Native Americans on that one. And there's one from Palm Beach. So that whole pile. If nobody bids on it, the dog's going to get the shredder. Oh, that's running. Get all that. Oh, Snoopy Lover saved the puppy from the shredder. Thank you, James. Yeah, the pile is yours. Bishy, I got my dumpster. It's here. The dumpster has arrived and it's ready to go. I'm going to be having some record shows coming up here where I'm going to stand at the dumpster and try to sell stuff, and what doesn't sell is going to get tossed in the dumpster. I got about 40,000 of them. That's a pretty neat. I don't know if that's a prison bus or what that is. Christie's Deluxe Motor Transportation. So that snapshot's going in. So is that one? Oh, this is a cool photo. Two guys changing a tire on a Model T type vehicle with a hand pump. That's going on. Some kids trying to hide behind flowers. A little miniature of a boy. Some women in hats. Not sure what's at her feet there. But she's got a little plant on the stool on the chair beside her. Oh man. Oh. At least it was quiet. Didn't slam on anything. This is 1904 World's Fair statue. And this is Benton Park, St. Louis. So I'm going to run those. There's a cool picture of them changing a tire. The rest is okay. Just some photos. But that's a pretty neat picture. So there's a running. Add some more to it. Thank you, she. Get all those. I thought that was a pretty cool picture. Apparently, me and she were the only ones that did. I'm not using a tripod when I'm at my desk. I get these little things from Amazon. Got a couple of those. Really low tech. All right. Since nobody liked the last photo, we're going to do mystery lot. It's just that. It's running. Thank you, she. That's the kind of tripod I use, like in my spinny shows, Reg. And well, pretty much any of the ones that I do in the other room, where I'm at that in the corner with the slate. All right, there's a lot of postcards. They all look like they're 80s or 90s, something like that. But they're photos. And then I'm going to add to it. I don't know. Switzerland, Sweden. Old cabinet card type deal. There's a girl with an umbrella. Kind of looks like a guy. And add some snapshots to it. This one's dated 1920, and it looks like they're identified on the back. There's a Timex owner's manual. And there's a Spooner's Delight antique postcard from 1908. Welcome in if you just joined. I'm doing individual pieces of paper and lots. And what doesn't sell, I'm putting into boxes A through D, and we'll auction off those boxes at the end, shortly before 6. So, dude with the guitar. She wants to touch his hat. He's gonna touch it. All right. So there's a New Zealand stamp. There's another picture of this kid. Hey, there's a folder of Hershey. I'll save that out for you, Bishy. Here's a whole stack of these are from 2004 family photos and something. Some sort of negative. Oh, some cellular one business cards. Why the hell do I save this shit? All right, so all that's gonna run for one money. All this for $2? Yeah, crazy. Um, I don't know what this is. This has a bunch of little tickets in it. Singer Sewing Machine Company. That's kind of neat. Like receipts in there. So that whole pile is running. For $2, unless you guys want to bid it up. Thank you, Cody Lynn. Is your name Cody or Kodai? Cody. Okay. It's a good thing it's not Kodai. That's the one pitcher's name for the Mets that they spent an assload of money on, and he's fragile. He keeps getting hurt. Prosperity Transportation Company. I don't know what that is. Some sort of train pass, maybe. 1907, unused. There's a little ink blotter about the size of a business card from Harrisburg, PA, Lance's Cafe. This is Billy Rossi, Teresa's son. This guy's bow tie on. And here's a weekly premium receipt book. Dawn, I saw you swept the Pirates, though. I was worried for you. The Pirates are doing pretty good this year. I think the Phillies were just throwing it. I think they all were making bets on Kalshi and all those sites, and then they got rid of their tried to get rid of their manager. So receipt book from the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company. This is pretty neat here. Um, it's rough, but it's an Ivor Johnson Sporting Goods Company tag. Ivor Johnson made bicycles and handguns. I'm not sure what that was from. There's an ad for Kingsford Oswego cornstarch. Did you actually went to the games they lost? Is that what you're saying, Don? You just bought tickets in general. Here's Mother's coupon. Little advertising card. And what do we got here? Going this weekend. Well, hopefully the weather's nice for you. Looks like it's supposed to be here. Did you get that whole pile I just showed you? Thank you, Bob. That lot is yours. Okay, there's some Cellular One business cards to start that lot. Um, Here's a little miniature book with a dust jacket. The Zodiac book for Pisces. That's going in. Welcome in. If you just joined, I'm doing random paper. Oh, here's a dance card from the senior ball from 1936 from Seton Hall College. It's like leather bound. It's kind of neat. 1930, something in German. No, that's French. I think. No. I don't know. Some sort of, I don't know. You saw what it was. Great American Circus, Chautauqua County Fair ticket from Dunkirk, New York. There's a learner's permit from 1931. There's another Zodiac book from 1968 with your horoscope. There's a handwritten calling card. Another driver's license from 1945. Some sort of Christmas card. Don't get sick on this, Florence. Or no, it's a little note in an envelope. Old Canadian Pacific travel decal. Some hotel tags. There's a receipt to Bullock's. Look, it's a tiny envelope. There's a tag. Some souvenir photos that were in scrapbooks. And I didn't take the time to put them onto the scrapbook. Somebody else did that. Oh, there's a $20 bill. What's it got inside of it? Midway Restaurant and Lounge, Pittsburgh, was advertising things. German American Insurance Company advertising postcard. And another calling card. So that's fine. I can get that whole pile. If you're a seller and you have more enthusiasm than me, you could probably sell this stuff. Some neat stuff in that pile. Nice big chunky pile. Thanks again, Cody. Oh, my desk is getting clean here. Oh, you guys actually bid more than $2 on that. Bat Mom's here. Hey, Bat Mom. All right, we're gonna do this full stack here. I'm gonna do this stack. I don't know what's in it. We're gonna look. I think that's just part of a broken negative. Some sort of fair ticket or something. The Switzerland of Pennsylvania. Some sort of 1937 Reading Railroad ticket. There's a Malachup points. Oh, it was you, Bat Mom. Thank you, Bat Mom. Couple business cards. It's a California Raisins wallet calendar from 1990, when not everybody had phones that would tell you what day it was. Some sort of parts envelope. There's a $20 phone card from when people didn't all have cell phones. You could use it at payphones. some stamps, school bus driver's license, some MASH card, conductor's ID check, Tenderleaf tea coupon, voting booth, Republican ticket, good for one vote. I don't know what that is. I was bad. I didn't vote yesterday. It was the primaries in Pennsylvania, and I didn't vote. It was a Jeep sales ticket. I went online and I looked at the ballot, and Pennsylvania is a closed primary, and you can only vote for your own party. And there was only one candidate for all the positions. So the person that was running in my party definitely won the primary for everything. So I was lazy and didn't vote. Horrible. Oh, I know, Dawn. There's a little stamp wallet with stamps. I felt guilty, but I did look it up and we had nobody contesting anything. There was just one Democratic candidate for everything. A couple of which I'm registered as a Democrat because in Pennsylvania you have to be registered if you want to vote in the primaries. So you got to pick something. And there were a couple of the Republican uh, races that had more than one person. I'm guessing one of them was pro person who paints himself orange, and the other Republican was probably anti person who paints himself orange. But I didn't look into it because I can't vote for Republicans anyway. It's like a bookmark. I don't want to run for office. These whatnot shows is as much interaction with the public as I want to do. Some sort of little. We don't have a compound. Butterfly just wants a compound. Holy shit. Where's Cabo Verde? Oh, Cape Verde. I can't read the old timey writing. 10 and 30, 5, 10 and $30 stamps. Were you shooting for that, Don? I don't even know where that's at. South Malucas. If I learned about that in school, I've forgotten about it. Union School Commencement Opera House, 1897. So 1800s, some sort of school commencement thing. That's just the end of a Parker Brothers game box. Some lacy crap, business card, photos. Thomas Needle Threader. It's in there. Admiral Byrd Exhibition, 1941 in Reading, Pennsylvania. I don't know what these are. Some sort of stamps. Looks like they're stuck together. I don't know how many are there. Very Art Deco looking. There's some more of them. And we're going to run these. Get the whole pile, and I'll add a few more things to it as it runs. business card, some sort of meat market postcard. There is a matchbook, another Jeep receipt, advertising negative, old Ford Motor Company tag of some sort, and another advertising postcard. Oh, you guys are bidding like crazy. Here, I'm going to add this whole pile blind since you guys are bidding. Be a surprise. Thank you, Bob. Couple more feathers to it. Rockford, Illinois. I don't know. I don't think I have. Okay, we're getting my desk cleaned up. It's like a little stack of these. They're souvenir folders, postcards, and like kind of have pictures in them. Those. So we have Watkins Glen, New York, Keene, PA. That one's from 1937. Another one from Watkins Glen from the 30s. Catalina Island, California, 1925. There's one from Pittsburgh from 1945. And there's a stamp catalog. And here's a memorial card for Mary Lucas, who died in 1983. And there's a different one. Well, he's got these. Jesus is stacked in that. He's got ripped pecs and everything. And there he is again. So three different versions of that memorial card. And here's one for James Tecca, who died in 1952. And a little pile of postcards will add to it. Just flip through them pretty quick. High school in West Virginia, a dam in West Virginia. Mercury Slippers advertising postcard, Charleston, West Virginia. Whatever that is. Some sort of church. Little dam, Virginia Turnpike. The same dam. And we got three of these. Euclid Tool Sales Company. These are kind of neat. Little parts bags with paper tags attached to the bottom still. We've got drawstrings. So you get that whole pile. And that is running. I do have a show scheduled for next Wednesday too in the ephemera category. If you want to bookmark it. Thank you, Bob. And I will be selling on Sunday. And I should have some ephemera in the pre-list auction for Sunday. And then I'll have ephemera and antique smalls on Sunday. Oh, my desk is so clean now. Okay. Well, you got paper shards everywhere. This year, you having a show on Monday? She's having some sort of creator show on Monday. All right, there's three of these. These are bullion. I think they're from Sweden or something. They're like Victorian trade cards, but they're not Victorian. They're a little bit later. But they're from bullion, I believe. Oh, here's some more. Some sort of sea life, plants and animals. But they're all for the same company that made bullion. So I'm gonna run those, see if anybody just wants those by themselves, because then I've got a stack and there's a stack of souvenir folders here. Oh, Bat Mom stuck with them. Thank you, Bat Mom. Do you have any shows scheduled, Bat Mom? You seem to do one show every couple months, and you have like 150 people in your show when you do. All right, this is farm advertising, and then we'll do a lot of the folders. Some sort of lime sower. There's a grindstone. That's a little pamphlet. There's a hay fork. This envelope, there's an envelope, and it's stuck to a lime sower ad. And there's a Blizzard silage cutter and hay chopper. I wonder how many kids get stuck in those. That'd be nasty. That'd be horrible. Because not only would you like your kid get chopped up and shot out, but they'd be like shot to the top of the silo in pieces, like liquefied. And then they would be like, you'd have like a whole silo full of silage, like with your family member, like all. I know it's gross, but it happens. You know it happened. I can say this because I know they're not listening. I'm surrounded by Amish people, and if you're not familiar have. So the farm advertising is running. And it didn't look like there was any safety restraints on that silage chopper. Thank you, Bob. Butterfly said she was tired and gonna take a nap. I assumed she fell asleep, or I probably would have got a government name for describing a child being shot up into a silo in pieces. Okay, here's a little stack of these souvenir folders. A lot of these are in fairly nice condition. I'm not going to open them though. New York skyscrapers, 1924. That one. And there's one from Lenox, Massachusetts. New Orleans. And there's one from Wilmington, Delaware, 1924. That's a little one. Niagara Falls from 1924. Batmom swear and scream when whatnot freezes up. Butterfly gets very upset. That one's from Gettysburg. This one's got a corner missing. Thousand Islands, New York. And the last one is from Colorado Springs and vicinity from 1926. And those are running in that whole stack. Anybody interested in a little lot of advertising cookbooks? Thank you, Bob. Okay, I got a little stack here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break it into two lots. Um, just in case somebody, I don't want to go over a pound in case somebody hasn't bought anything. Um, so we got a Kellogg's. This is the Housewife's Almanac from 1938. It's got recipes and an almanac. That's a nice condition. Get that. Let's Cook Outdoors. 57 advertising. Little cookbook. It's got like 30 pages in it. Welcome in. If you just joined, I'm doing lots of paper. Kingdom that outgrew the little boy's garden. It's like a dull pineapple advertising book. There's some recipes. All those things you can make with pineapple in the back. That don't look real appetizing. Hawaiian pineapple mixed grill. Sausages, mushroom caps, pineapple, and sweet potatoes. Anybody want to screenshot that for supper? Go ahead. Lots of color in that ad or in that recipe. Here's a seal test advisor from 1941. A little bit of soiling to it. 1940, electric cooking saves the day. Oop, there's a Robin Hood flour recipe booklet inside of it. Pennsylvania School of Agriculture Extension Office, 1949. Teach you how to make salads. 60 supreme recipes with wines, compliments of Greystone wines. And we're going to add to it. This looks like it's missing the cover. 1932. It's an F.W. McNass cookbook. Got advertising in it, and somebody's got clippings in there. This one in this lot's going to be dressing and cooking venison. Another Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture one. From, it says 1914 on the back, but surely, 1946. So get that whole little lot of advertising cookbooks, and that is running. Thank you, Bob. And we'll do another lot of those real quick. West Bend Cervet, 1953, that's dated. But it's got recipes in it, and it's advertising one of those West Bend electric cookers. Time-saving recipes for ration-saving dishes. So it must be a World War II era. It's like 1945. Martha Logan, Home Economist, Swift and Company. It's a pretty thick one. Good Things to Eat, Tested Recipes, Arm and Hammer, and Cow Brand baking soda. This was from 1936. And we have favorite recipes. This is a Lydia Pinkham. Family Care, Food Management, and Recipes. Another big Department of Agriculture one. This is old, but it's rough. The cover's coming off. Davis baking powder. I don't know. This has got to be early 1900s. But the cover's loose. We got a Chateau cheese food, delicious cheese food advertising pamphlet. Royal Cookbook, Royal Baking Powder advertising from 1927. Oh, there's a handwritten recipe. Somebody really used this one. It's got kitchen goo in it. Kitchen Magic, New Magic in the Kitchen. So an Eagle condensed milk advertising one. And the last one in this lot will be all electric mix recipes, Dormeyer mixer. Oh, somebody's got this jam packed full of clippings and handwritten recipes. The actual book itself is from 1946. There's a bunch of other crap thrown in there. So that whole lot of advertising cookbooks is running. Thank you, James. And if you've never been here before, if you're a seller and you want to advertise your shows, go ahead at any time. This was on the bottom of that stack. I'm going to run this by itself, see if anybody wants it. And if not, I'm going to save it out to list. It's a Norddeutscher Lloyd Bremen. It looks like what is it, a railroad or must be a railroad menu. There's no C in northern Germany, is there? But 1931 folding menu. That one's running. Thanks again, James. All right, this is the rest of the contents of another box that was here beside me. So we've got a 1970s Copernicus commemorative plaque pamphlet or something. I don't know. It's in the box. Some sort of. Oh, this isn't a matchbook. It's kind of flaking. KO, I don't know, co-rest type, correct type. I get it. Correct type. Get it. I don't know. It takes me a while. I'm slow. But there's little sheets in there. It was like some sort of whiteout for taping, I guess. Some sort of sticker. Crown postcard. Dutch postcard from 1915. Bible school certificate from 1946. Another attendance record from 1946, all folded up. It's like a circus placemat from Vegas. $1994. This isn't a postcard. I think it's one of those things you're supposed to stare at. Oh yeah. Can you do it on the phone? Can you stare at it and see the image? I don't know if it'll work over the phone. When you stare at it, there's one in 3D that's coming out of the card right in the middle. Is everybody here old enough to remember there's things that they used to sell at the malls all over the place that you stared at? You couldn't, like there you can see there's a Jaguar, but they had those patterns on them that really didn't look like anything unless you stared at them and you could see them. That was back when people were bored and didn't have cell phones. I got excited about staring at pictures that could jump out at you. Okay, here's a few more of these bullion trade cards. They're pretty. They're just not in English. We got fishies on them. So I'm gonna run that whole lot. There's some postcards, trade cards, and a bunch of other crap. And that is running. Thank you, Bob. I got my desk cleaned up and one table cleaned up. We're gonna shoot the table behind me now. Hey Keith, how are you? Thank you. I imagine that was for the riveting entertainment that I've been providing you. Okay, we're gonna do, since we're doing these lots, you guys seem to be at least bidding on them. A butterfly got me up to go to bed at 10 till 4, or no, 20 after 4 last night. I fell asleep in the chair and she got me up then. It's like my alarm's going to go off in 10 minutes. All right, I got 2 boxes full of crap here. No, but I fell asleep eating supper the other night and she smacked me a couple times. So I really tried to stay awake. And then she likes those like ice cream cones. They're like pre-made that you buy. They're like Sunday cones or whatever that are dipped in like Nestle's or whatever. So I got her one of those and got me one, and I was eating it, and I fell asleep with it in my hand. Yeah, the drumsticks. I thought she didn't notice that I fell asleep with the ice cream. And then the next day, she was telling me that she was expressing her annoyance that I had fallen asleep again with ice cream. She better not share pictures because she's taken them before. She thinks it's funny. We went to a yard sale a couple weeks ago, and this guy had a cabinet, and it was full of porn. And I didn't know the guy, and there was a lady running the yard sale. Well, it turns out it was his wife. I don't think she knew it was in there. Um, but yeah, I don't have to worry about anything like a porn stash. I guess they do have a bunch of porn. Not mine, though. It's just for sale. But yeah, I worried about that. Her extensive collection of photos of me sleeping with. Oh, she's awake. Yeah, I smoke. I'd burn myself up. Uh, I thought you were taking a nap, Butterfly. Okay, what we're gonna do, since I've been putting together little lots that you guys have been bidding at least $2 on, uh, I've got 2 boxes full of stuff here, so I'm gonna just do some like, I don't know, 1 or 2 minute drops on them and show them and just drop stuff down. Um, so there's a marriage certificate and a wedding booklet from 1938. So I'm going to change the time. I don't think there's any porn in here. Oh, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything bad about you. I just said you were annoyed. It's you caught me sleeping with food in my mouth again. Okay, let's see. So we're gonna do 2 minutes. So it's running. I'm gonna add a photo of a little boy, and you're gonna get everything I lay down in the 2 minutes. I didn't waste it. I ate it. I even dropped it on myself and picked it up. I didn't think she noticed until she told me the next day. Thought I got away with it. Some sort of religious thing. Photo. Butterfly got a red chat. She said, "Next time I will let you choke." She's wonderful. She's always looking out for me, trying to make sure I don't choke to death on my food by falling asleep while I'm eating. Spring Fashion Show, 1965. Troutmans of Greensburg. Photo, some sort of religious thing. Couple snapshots, some dried flowers. It's like an antique mutual insurance advertising card, a three-ring circus ticket, and a memorial card from somebody that died in 1941. An Eagles membership card from 1988. Another one, more Cellular One business cards. It's like the contents of somebody's wallet. There's a kitty and a puppy. Looks like paint by number or something. Greeting card. Oh, nobody wanted after I did the 2 minute thing. Bishy's not even here to tell me what box to throw it in. It's going in A. It would take me 10 minutes to shred it. There, Bishy. We'll shred the baby. Okay, let's see what we got here. Souvenir of New Orleans. So we got some big souvenir booklet, a Knights Templar Mexico trip brochure, another Knights Templar thing, and looks like we got a bunch of photos here. We got some Polaroids, some black and white snapshots, some color snapshots. Those are going in. I thought you were going to town. Rolls of the Road pamphlet. Hey, there's a 1946 Detroit Tigers advertising baseball schedule. Thousand Island Boat Tours pamphlet. Some sort of remote pad thing. Knights Templar. Shellcraft's design book. Lampshade making book. How-to ideas for the home handyman. Photographic brochure. Maybe an auction catalog, an old one or something. I don't know. Canceling my dinner. All right, I'm gonna run this, and we're gonna do back to 7 seconds. So you get that pile, or else it's gonna go in one of the boxes. Thank you, Bob. Oh, thank you, Don. Okay, here's some pages with snapshots on them, and they're on these pages that are a pain in the butt to get the stuff off of. They're on those pages. Let's see. Oh, it's on those sticky pages. I didn't even think I was being an asshat. I was being nice. Butterflies tries to save my life. Oh. Okay, we're gonna try to get $2 out of a lot of these pages. I'm gonna show them briefly and then run them. I don't know what was on the pages, but somebody thought there must have been something good on some of the pages. There's some photos missing. But let's see what's on them. And then you can have nothing in the back of that one. And you can have fun trying to salvage the pictures from them. Oh, I know. They back in the day when you bought these things, they were a pain in the butt to use. They wouldn't stick. The cover, the plastic cover would be everywhere, and they were a pain in the butt to use. And then 30 years later, the pictures are fused to the freaking things. I don't know. I heard you can use a hair dryer. I think the best thing to do is if you see a picture you like, you just cut it out and destroy the whatever might be in the back of it. But like those photos, those black and white photos were a lot older than the pages. Like somebody stuck them in there a long time ago. There's a cow. Those baby foxes are quick. I tried to get out and get one. Every time I get one of these albums, I just hope that I don't find anything that's worth peeling apart. Uh, and to try to be careful about saving. And that one's blank. Let's see, is there any more? I think that's it. So I'm gonna run them, and we'll stick them in one of the boxes if they don't sell. Big pile of them. Thank you, Cody. All right, I can't shred them. What box are they going in? They're going in the. Nobody's participating except you, anyway, Bishy. All right, let's see what's in this. Iron and Steel Publishing Company rate card from Pittsburgh. Pay stub taxes from 1943. Allegheny County Grange's book, 1959. Another New York fishing license, 1960 on that one. 1955. Another Grange book. Oh, Bish, yeah, I got a Michael Jackson picture disc record for Sunday. Matchbook advertising with no matches in it. I don't know what that is, just a print. Illustrated Studies on the International Lessons, 1910. This looks like a catalog of Sunday school lessons, I think that's what it is. $19.13. Whatever that is. Senior Marine Lessons Quarterly. I think it's another thing advertising Sunday school lessons you could buy. And Barnes Natural Slant Penmanship book. 1901 copyright. Kind of a neat book. And there's a Rochester Quality Notebook. 1940s. Mostly unused, it looks like. And the Family Food Supply, another Metropolitan Life Insurance advertising book. There's recipes in it. Few recipes. And I'm gonna run that file. And that one's running. You get all that stuff I just showed you. Bishy, when should I have my records at the dumpster auction? Tomorrow. I gotta make sure I filled the dumpster. I gotta make sure they empty it. I think they're emptying it tonight. All right. What was in there? Nothing. Okay. Here's a baby record book that is unused. It's back when they vaccinated people for smallpox. Get that. I didn't get much of anything, Rag. It was kind of a bust. The lady last year had a huge amount of stuff, and this year she didn't have much. Butterfly got some flower pots. I bought a lawnmower, a push mower. Other than that, I can't remember one thing I bought. But I did stop at another yard sale, and that was the day I ended up. We stopped at another yard sale, and I ended up buying $900 worth of stuff out of some lady's trunk. Some pretty nice antiques. She approached me. I don't ask people at yard sales about buying antiques. I just don't do it. I probably should. There's another Metropolitan cookbook. Butterfly's mad. Pages of Time, Nostalgia News Report. I don't know what that is. Some sort of reprint. One from the 40s. And here's an older Metropolitan cookbook. I would not fall asleep eating the cheesy potatoes and Swiss chicken. I really like those. I would wait until after I've eaten them and I'm having a drumstick ice cream cone, and then I would fall asleep. I don't see a date on it, but that's a pretty old one in the Metropolitan Cookbook. And there's a Traders and Mechanics Insurance Company, 1936 advertising book. I got ledger pages for you to write all your valuables in, I guess. That stack is running. All right. Another Timex manual. Little retro kitchen prayer wall hanging. Secondary science training programs pamphlet. Membership card of some sort. Paper doll cutouts. Very thick pictures of JFK. Picture of a lighthouse. Two rules for the Clue game. Two kitties. An old, looks like, I don't know. I don't know the mark, but it looks like an old Roycroft motto type thing. Niagara Falls book. This is just going to be a lot of whatever crap I just pulled off the table over there. Alexander Graham Bell book. George Washington Girls Glee Club membership list. Hollywood Patterns. Some sort of embroidery. Fabric with kids playing with a hoop and stick. (1907) Couples in Leon. I don't know what that is. Some sort of old patriotic book. Fostoria Glass Company receipt. Another receipt. Women's Foreign Missionary Society of Presbyterian Church in D.C. 1890 on that. Hey, welcome in. We're doing this lot here, and then we're gonna do probably I think one big lot of stuff that didn't sell, and then we're gonna rate out at 6 o'clock to Cat Stan's mom, who is having a military ephemera show, and there's a 100% chance that she's gonna be more organized than my show, and she's got all sorts of military ephemera listed. And if you see check my show notes, her username's in there if you didn't bookmark her show. If you want to take a look at what she's selling tonight. Some sort of Mail affidavit from the Postal Service. Youth's Companion 1891 advertising letter. It's just some sheets of loose leaf lined paper. It's like some sort of Pennsylvania election rolls. Some sort of letter from 1916. Old advertisement. Some sort of letter from a lawyer from 1914. Another old letter. Something from 1899. How to play roulette. And there's a tobacco or cigar felt from Venezuela. Hey, that ought to be valuable soon. Venezuela's going to be our 51st state, I hear. So get that whole pile, and it is running. Thank you, Bob. All right, let's do a we'll do a snapshot lot here before we sell the pile of other stuff. We only got about 5 minutes left, and we're gonna read out the cat stand small. She's usually on time. If you've never been to her sales before, she pretty much pre-lists everything, so you can see what's in her auction and check out her auction tab when we get there and see what she'll be selling. And she usually goes by pre-bids or takes requests. But we'll grab a stack of what are probably halfway decent snapshots. And we'll do a lot of those. And then we'll run stuff that didn't sell in one big pile. So I'll show a bunch and then run them. Unidentified lady in a bathing suit. And a little group of 4 farm kids. Someone identified on there, dated 1949 on that. Pretty neat. It's a coal miner with his wearing his mining helmet and has his lunchbox with him. Little kid with some sort of toy. That one. Neat old car on that one. Got the dog. That's kind of a funny picture. It looks like that lady in the background is like tiny. It's like she's standing right beside that little kid. Girl on a merry-go-round, or is that what you call this? 1883. That's not a photo. Some sort of receipt. The deluxe stage bus. Somewhat identified on the back. I'm not sure where this is from. It's dated July 1942 in the back. There's some sort of flood going on. That's funny. There's a sign there that looks like it says Noah's Ark, and the whole street is flooded. Maybe a tow truck and a bus. Bringing up some of our field corn, November 1954. We got a wagon full of corn behind that old tractor. There's an old tow truck and a car with some dents in it. And that car and tow truck car has significantly more dents. But I'm gonna run those and get everything, all those snapshots, some pretty nice ones in there that I just showed you. And that is running. You get all those. Thank you, she. All right, we got no bids on any of the unsold stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick them all together. And then we're gonna rate out the cat stamp mom. So if you missed all the stuff, uh, everything that did not sell in lots or individually, it's going in one box. And I guess one funnel lot. We've got photos, snapshots, postcards, advertising. There's some labels. But flat rate box is going to be that full. If you've already bought something, I probably won't add to your shipping if you bought a few things, but I'm going to run it. So you get that whole pile, hundreds of things in there. Like full certificates and driver's licenses. Maybe some cookbooks in there. Oh, thanks again, Bob. All right. Thank you guys for coming. I will be, if I'm not back before, I will be back on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. I do antique smalls, and I will also have some ephemera that's pre-listed for like pre-bidding and stuff. So I usually am on Sunday mornings and Wednesdays, and I have some pop-ups here and there. And then usually every Wednesday we raid into Cat's Dance Mom. If you've never seen her shows before, her name is Dawn. Her and her daughter Catherine. They kind of team up, and they have good shows every Wednesday. Uh, they have other shows too, but their Wednesday shows are usually ephemera, and today is military ephemera. So we're gonna raid into her. I think she's on. I appreciate all the bids. All this stuff will go out in the morning. Um, thank you guys again, and thank you, Bishi. Let's go see what Dawn is selling, and have a good night, everybody. Thank you.